Shouldn't be allowed to flaming checks, you know. Just swank money. I've got a bank account. I've got a checkbook. I don't flash a greasy wad of Reddy's when I'm stocking up the freezer. I'd have took Reddy's smelling like flaming pig muck off that tile instead of this damn check.
Especially when it's not made out to you.
I still can't credit it. You sell a bloke a load of shirts and you come back with a cheque made out to Mike Baldwin.
I didn't. That flaming lard-brained Fred G did.
Yeah, but it was your idea he should pretend to be Mike Baldwin.
Yes, but not to take it as far as let him sign flaming Baldwin's name on a cheque.
Well, you know what Fred's like. Tell him his buzz be often enough and he'll start sitting on telephone wires.
He must be knocking on for the stupidest business deal ever. It's like going to buy a new car and coming back with an oily rag.
Ah, shut up. What I've got to do is find somebody to cash it for me, put it through their account.
Do you know anybody with a bank account, Dad? I mean, there can't be many down to Social Security.
I am not drawing Social Security, am I?
And that must be some sort of record and all. I mean, fancy being turned down by the DHSS. I mean, I've seen moggies going in there and coming out with a packet of mice.
Are you going to work?
Right now.
Bog off, then.
Ta-ra. Oh, by the way, don't go buying any job lots of broken cream crackers. They're very hard to put back together again. Ta-ra.
Do you know, he's never shown any respect for me, that lad.
I wonder why.
How much did this thing cost you?
£3.
£3 just to see this thing go up in smoke? You've got to be balmy.
It'll be worth every penny. I'm into fireworks and bonfires.
Me too, love. Well, bonfires anyway. I always have, ever since I was a kid. I never wanted to go home until the bonfire had actually gone out. My mum used to have to drag me away with my pigtail.
Oh, I know what you mean. Sat there gazing into the glowing embers, watching the flames dance and die, and all around the cold, silent night. It's a very primitive feeling, you know, going back to rural savages living in the wild.
Do you think so?
Oh, aye.
I never thought about it like that. It just makes me feel warm and happy.
Come on, Teddy. Go and get some fireworks and we'll find a bonfire tonight. There's bound to be one down at Red Wreck. We can get some spuds and roast them and some chestnuts and we'll get some ale. It'll be great.
I prefer to sup my ale in a nice, warm, comfortable pub. Not out in the cold, mate.
Sophisticated.
Hey, what you're calling names? I'm not coming to no bonfire with you, mate.
What are you going to do then?
Well, there's a good film on the telly.
You're wasting your life, Teddy.
You reckon?
What do? You go to work, you come in here for a pint, then you go home. You watch the telly and you go to bed. Oh, and you lift a few weights now and again. That's not living, that's not even existing.
Don't forget Denise Green. I see her at least 3 times a week, mate. Sex. Don't knock it, mate, especially not in the winter when you can't go out much.
But all your pleasures are bodily pleasures, Terry. Every second is geared to pleasing the flesh.
I'm not pleasing my flesh when I'm humping great sides of beef about, am I? I'm punishing it, mate.
But what about ambition? What about up here, in the mind? You can have a ball there, Terry, thinking, dreaming, learning.
I don't think I've got you very far, does it? All that learning and thinking. How much did you earn last week?
80 odd quid after stoppages.
I finished up with 120, mate.
Right, we'll get me somewhere, though. I'm just abiding my time at the moment, resting before the big leap forward.
Yeah? Straight into the dustbin?
You'll see.